So hi guys, welcome to Idli and Idli, and today we have another student, Hrsh Mishra, who got the visa done recently, and आपको visa आ चुका है, right?
Yes, Bia.
So
Hello, everyone.
hello. So first of all, like Harsh, would you like to introduce yourself about like what you did in 12th, how much was your score, so that the people get a little background about you?
Yeah, so I did 12th in 2022. I scored decent, not very good, 73%.
Not bad.
And then I dropped 2 years and then I applied in 2024 for Italy.
Okay. And did you apply? Did you apply and then gave NEET?
Yeah, both years I gave NEET as well. And in 2024, along with NEET, I did not score very good in NEET. So along with NEET, I gave IMAT as well. And luckily I scored good in that and I got selected.
Okay. So what was your IMAT score, by the way?
I scored 74.5 out of 90.
That's a very, very good score. So you got very good high ranking, right? In Polytechnic di Marche.
Yes.
You got a high
Yes.
What was your rank? Can you tell our other students?
Yeah, among all of those who applied, mine was 6th. And I think in India, mine was the highest.
That's very good. So like basically, how did you study? What was the books you consulted? And like how did you go some coaching, or like how did you prepare for the IMAT examination?
Most of my preparation was due to my previous study, which I did for NEET.
Okay.
And the syllabus for IMAT, it's very less if we compare it from NEET, from the whatever we prepared for NEET.
Right.
They do get deep in the questions. The question level, it does get a little difficult from what we are used to in NEET.
Right.
Apart from this year NEET was also a little tougher.
Right.
But otherwise the syllabus is not very vast. Just you have to prepare what's the syllabus well.
Right. So basically, you advise everyone who is studying for the IMAT examination to refer to NCERT books and to consult the preparation what you did for NEET. But of course, the course is lesser, so of course they should focus more that they are as per the prescribed.
Yeah, do NCERT and focus on previous year papers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very important. Previous year papers, NCERT, and if you are not of PCMB background, then you have to brush up a few topics from math as well. Otherwise, it's all same. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I see. So basically, I got to know because when you started the process with us, you were registered with some other MBC, first with some other consultancy before, right? So, but
yes.
Unfortunately, can you tell your scenario? What happened actually?
I actually got to know about Italy and it's merit based. All this,
right.
Like what we do for NEET.
Right.
In Europe, I don't think many are like that. Right. So I was interested in Italy for primarily that reason, that it did not cost very much. It was merit based.
Right.
And I got to know them, so I was naturally more I trusted them.
Right.
And their son was also there in Italy. He was doing biotechnology, pharmacy. He was doing pharmacy. So I thought he knows all the process, and it will be easier for him to send me there as well. But
right.
Actually, he missed the deadline, which was supposed to be, I think, 30th November.
For the visa, right?
And he missed that, and he booked one for 2nd December, so I could not apply. And and main one more, I don't think he was available all the time. Like we talked through a middleman. He was like a middleman. He did not know everything. I told him something. He then used to ask next day or sometime when he's free, the guy who used to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't a very efficient communication all in all. So and I was disappointed from that service.
Right. So this is a very important message that if you are trusting someone, you should do a background check if they actually know how to do the process or not. Because like the guy you opted, so he did not know the process. He was just acting as a mediator. So if you are asking someone else, when he'll be replying, you are getting back. When someone tells you, you understand something else, and then he's telling you, Harsh, that okay, this is the process. Then it takes so much time that Harsh's main focus should be, or like any other student, main focus should be preparation of the IMAT, not to worry about so much things, what is happening, if it's happening on time, if it's happening correctly. But nonetheless, you are were in the one of the finest university, University of Marche, which is actually very very supportive. To be very honest, he he connected with me. I believe you connected with me around some 25th or 26th of November. I remember, and you were saying that I'm
Hmm.
not getting a slot
Yeah,
till 30th November, and now I'm stuck because the date that I've got is
yeah.
2nd of December. And the embassy have
Hmm.
clearly stated that after 30th November, they're not going to accept any file under any circumstances for September 2025 intake. Because of that, he
Yes.
missed the deadline. Most of the students, they lose hope. They lose hope. Okay, now I have missed the deadline. The embassy is not accepting file. Now I cannot do anything further. It's the end of the world. I have to re-give the IMAT exam. But of course, one thing that I would like to appreciate about Harsh, he was consistent. He was requesting the embassy. He was requesting the university. He was doing and making all the attempts that how he can still come to Italy, how can he still manage all the things, because he worked really hard. You can imagine 75 plus score in IMAT. It's not easy out of 90. Almost every question would be correct. Then you get closer to around 80 or 75. And then he was consistent. He was after university, after embassy, taking all approvals, writing all emails, getting on calls to make them understand, okay, it was not his mistake, because he was actually suffering for some mistake which he did not do, because his consultancy did not help him book the appointment on time. They kept waiting because they did not have complete information. And the visa file also, I don't think so they have helped you a lot in preparing the visa file, or did they help you in some manner?
Yeah, they did give me the checklist and all. And after preparing the files, I showed them all of it, everything, and they said that it's fine, everything is all right. Even the sponsorship document I showed them. And as I got my visa in 2025, so they I needed to actually prepare another one, because our first one was out of date now. And they said that it's completely fine, it does not matter.
Mhm.
But yeah, when I connected to you, said that you have to make a new one. So yeah, these kind of lapses. So yeah, it wasn't very good.
So basically, checklist is a very simple document which you can download from even the website. And if a consultancy is just sending you a checklist and asking you to prepare documents yourself, it's like a waste of time, energy, and efforts and money, everything. Right. And then main idea should be like sponsorship letter, cover letter, all the fun. That's not the formalities to be done. They are actually the important documents which visa officer actually reads line by line to see what is you
Hmm.
want to say, because it's a letter where they want to hear what your father wants to say about you or what you want to communicate, because you cannot talk to them. Of course, the interview is there, but what you want to tell them could be only communicated with the cover letter and the sponsorship letter, because in the interview it's them asking questions, but it's not you able to tell them what you are going through. But again, March University was very supportive. Harsh emailed. Then many people have doubts about, this year in the checklist, Mumbai's checklist have also added the IELTS examination, like the B2 proficiency in the visa checklist, right? Then, you were also confused if I should give IELTS, if I should give Duolingo. Then if you remember, we discussed how we can, request the university that if they're accepting MOI, they could give us a letter and then we attach that. And the Mumbai consulate also accepted the MOI also. Right. Similarly, another thing was, like sometimes VFS are very strict and they say that, okay, we are not accepting this old IMAT score, or we are not accepting this. So we also took a written permission. I told you what to write, how to email them, how to get connected with them, if you remember.
Yeah.
And then we got a letter stating that we are approving your candidature for 2025 based on your IMAT result of 2024 because of mistakes
Yeah.
in which you did not get slot. If it would have been someone else, might be they would have lost hope, they would have stopped the process, they would have been disheartened, thinking that okay, they would have been disheartened thinking that the might be I lost, and this time might be stop considering Italy also, right? So I mean that was a very good about you. So coming to now, so how did you feel, like how was our way of handling the visa process, the cover letter, sponsorship letter, interview preparation, and all the other suggestions that we gave to you for the visa?
Honestly, earlier I was a little skeptical because you charge way less than what they did.
Mhm.
And I thought that if they are providing that kind of a service, then uh, what can I expect from you?
Right.
But after initial consultations, yeah, I thought, yeah, this guy is genuine. And whatever the first interview you did, whatever deficiencies I had in my documents, whatever was missing, you explained it very well. And you were totally engaged all the time. Whenever I asked any question, any doubts, any um, doubts I had related to documents,
Right.
everything, the reply used to come in minutes. So that was really impressive. How much engaged you were, what to write, you everything you did so well. What document were needed. Yeah, I was impressed by that.
That's good to know. And also one more thing, because we had lesser time, because like someone already handled your case, they did not guide you properly. So you
Yeah,
had some mismanagement, if you remember. We were discussing some amount was transferred here and there. Then
yeah,
actually what are letters to provide, how to support,
yes,
what are additional documents, like the photographs, requirement, and all of these things like we prepared. So of course it adds a credibility to the visa officer that if you're getting this money, how we're getting from, because everyone can arrange 36 lakhs or 42 lakhs, six amount in the account, but everything the visa officer is concerned about is the sources of fund, that how you getting the money, how you are showing the funds, which was in initial when you showed me your drive with the documents, it was not fully uh, complete. That's why I told you, okay, this additional you have
yeah.
to.
Puzzling little.
Yeah, and then maybe like the best part was you and your father was consistent. What I told you in the next day or the next to next day, you arranged everything. Be it the valuation reports, be it the photographs, be it the the ITRs or these the salaries, like any proofs or anything in such manner, or the letters from the company. So I mean that was a good part. You arranged everything on time. We had lesser time, and still we tried to manage everything. And now you got the visa in almost less than 7 working days, I guess, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, 7 working days, that's really impressive, because I have been hearing from a lot of students, even today, they have been receiving a lot of rejections, because what they do is they just show the funds, they do not show the proofs. And also one more thing, how was our interview preparation? Did you find the similar questions in the visa file, like what the interview asked you, or there were some different questions?
No question was out of what you, even not, even if you don't go with all the documents you provided,
Right,
what you asked, it was all from them.
right,
Basically, I was asked a financial question. How do you finance your study?
right,
About my course starting date, what's the fees,
right,
and which hotel did I book?
right.
All these questions, and it was all covered in those 10-15 minutes interview you took. I did not need to go through all those question list even.
Right. So when we were taking interviews, I told you, your answers were a little haphazard. When you were in,
Oh,
because
yeah,
of course, if anyone is doing for the first time, they do not know how to answer or how to, approach a particular question. But when we told you the approach, when we told you that okay, you should answer this, the second time when we took the interview, of course, you were well versed. You were able to, incorporate all the
yeah,
suggestions we gave, all the improvements, and then it was a perfect mixture of blend of answers. So of course, visa officers would also be impressed. Plus, again, one more important thing, if you remember, we asked you to send an email to the embassy via the university, if you remember, and that if the day you told me that okay, it was an advantageous decision,
yeah,
because the university had an idea.
yeah. That was a game changer.
Yeah, that was a game changer,
Yeah,
because university was in, like the even the visa officer was impressed. He was like, okay, I saw your email, you are that guy.
yeah,
Then they know the case, they know everything inside out, and they help you get the visa even faster, because visa officer gets 10, 15, 20 cases every day, and they do not know about each case. And if they're coming and saying that okay, I know about your case in the interview, that is actually means a lot. Plus your funds were almost all right. I asked you to, even if you had sufficient funds, I asked you to take an additional loan, if you remember. Your father was a little he was a little
yeah.
worried, should I take or should I not take? I told him that take it.
Hesitant. Yeah,
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 it
yeah,
helped. So it actually helped. You got the visa, because there should be a proportion of each and everything. Not too much
yes.
savings, not too much gold loan, or not too much education loan. So I mean, it was a good mix in the end. So I mean, overall, it was a pretty good experience. So basically, you are from which city?
I'm from Pune.
You
I
are from,
applied in Mumbai.
okay, you are from Pune and you applied in Mumbai. And so, did you find any difficulty, like our team sitting in Italy or maybe different parts of India? So, did you find difficulty in communication or any accessibility or anything, or it was convenient even sitting at so much distance?
Yeah, I did not even realize you were in India or any part of the world. It felt like you were just in front of me. Every time I asked something, you were always there.
Right, right. Okay, that is good. So, do you want to give any suggestions to the people who are planning for this year? Because you are actually the person who has cleared the IMAT. You have studied, you have been through the process, you have
Yeah.
been through all the hard work and difficulties. So, is there any suggestion that this year people who are aiming the MBBS course or the IMAT medicine and surgery course in Italy should take care from your guidance?
First, I would like to say that, guys, even if you have not done well in NEET, or you have not prepared well in NEET, but you are well versed with the 11th and 12th syllabus, that's a very good starting point. You need to brush up little things, and you will easily clear this exam. It's not rocket science, and just basic stuff. You need to do a little problem solving, a little grammar is all right,
Right.
all things basic. And regarding the visa, you can trust this guy 100%. He is very genuine, he is very good, and he does this job really well than all those big consultancies who charge you a fortune.
Good to know. Thank you for your feedback. And how is your parents' reaction? Of course, they would have been very much worried because from December to till now, like when you got the visa, it's a little longer frame.
Yeah.
So they would have been worried, like, would my son
Yes.
go or not go? So how is their reaction after receiving your visa?
First, when they heard the news that I got my visa and this soon, like they could not trust it. Like, from what we have experienced with the previous agent, with the previous consultant, we were, yeah, like I said, we were not very trusting.
Right.
So yeah, after hearing that, they were just like, we started like packing things, shopping and all that. Yeah, earlier we're not very sure, so I was like, just they were going with their regular life, not
Okay.
thinking about this very much, even ready to drop one more year even.
Right.
But yeah, it's like a 180-degree turn from that now.
That's good to know. So, if in case you would have not got the approval from the university, you would have given IMAT this year again?
I don't know. If I had not got approval from university, I don't know what I would have done. But yeah, as I got approval, I think I would have repeated year if my visa did not come in time.
Mhm.
I would have repeated the year again.
Okay, okay. No problem. So, I mean, it's a very good thing. You do not have to. And of course, best part is that your university is accepting you from first year. You do not have to even repeat the year.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you have
yeah,
been continuously studying online, so you have already done a lot of portions. So that would help
yes.
you to, give the exams, clear the subjects, and do that. So one last question, and then we'll end for the day. So how did you get to know about us? Because there are so many YouTubers, so many consultancies. So how did you actually get to know about Italy, and you decided to choose us?
From my very good friends, they told me that I can trust you. You do a very good job. And then I searched your channel even,
Right.
and yeah, from there I felt that yeah, you can do the job.
Okay, so basically, your friends you're talking about Munawar and Junaid, who also got the visa through us, right?
Yes, yes,
I see.
and in very very less time.
Yes, yes. I mean, they got it. I think Junaid got it in 12 working days, and Munawar, I think, in 9 working
Yeah.
days, and you in 7 working.
Yes,
So I mean,
yes,
9 and then 7. It's just reducing. That's
yes.
good.
Now the next one will be 2 days.
Hopefully. So, like, for the people who have started to do the process for us, for this year, we have already started to maintain their bank statements and everything. So that, they
Yeah,
don't suffer what you went through. Immediately they get the IMAT result, immediately the appointment is booked, they go and submit the file and they fly to Italy. And a lot of
yeah,
your juniors you're gonna see, this year, because a lot of people are also considering Marche, of course, with the other universities. So soon you're gonna see like the next batch who's coming to Italy. You will find some more people going through us for the Marche Polytechnic University. So thank you for your time. Convey my thanks and convey my blessings to your even parents because they would be, of course, be happy.
yeah.
And all the best. I think you're flying soon, and thank you for taking out time.
Yes,
And if you need any more help or any more support in Italy, of course, anytime you can message us, call us, or get in touch with us. We'll definitely.
yes, yes, yes. Of course, yeah. Very nice talking to you. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.